Hello, hello, hello. It's coffee time where we go to Daily Mail website and look at the news. Political news. Do we have to? I think we should, because it's good to see the SNP imploding. Humza Yousaf, he tried to kick out the Greens, because at the moment the SNP and the Greens up in Scotland have got like a coalition going on, and yeah, he wanted to dump them, and it's kind of blown up in his face. And old Yousaf, he's some say he's on the ropes. Some say it could be the end of him. You know, here he is saying, some are saying I'm on the ropes, and it could be the end of me. That's what he's saying. He's saying that to himself. Again, he's a controversial character because he oversaw the introduction of the hate laws up in Scotland. They're some of the dumbest, unproven things ever, and it's been put the Scottish police under immense pressure. And yeah, there's a no confidence motion that might be bubbling up for him. And today he cancelled. He was due to give a talk. He's cancelled it. Now, is he going to resign? Is he going to walk, or are they going to fire him? Meanwhile, everyone's favourite wizard-related author, J.K. Rowling, jibed him and said, "Calm as a turf." Indeed, and also, your mum's a turf too. Remember that. Always remember that. Your mum's a turf, and anyone with any sense is a turf. And yeah, so Rowling sent him a lovely little message. Isn't that great? So yeah, that's political news. It's all happening up in Scotland. I mean, we could just, like I say, build a wall around them and give them their independence. I think that might be the best the best idea. Oh dear, what else is there? What else is going on? On Question Time last night, Chris Philip, who's a Tory, I actually saw this and couldn't believe what I was seeing. He says Rwanda, it's different from the Congo, isn't it? They don't even know where they're going to be sending the people. Did you send them to Rwanda or the Congo? Again, I keep saying it. These people aren't fit to make any decisions about anything. You know, if you gave them the job of feeding your goldfish while you're away on holiday, you'd come back to find that he's fed the goldfish to your cat. Like I say, these people are complete. Well, I don't know where do we find them? Where do we find these people? Oh, we've got another dine and dash. This seems to be, we've had potholes, haven't we? We've had masts, you know, telegraph poles, giant hogweed. Dine and dash is the next male obsession. We're going to the Tamarind Bay restaurant in Exeter, down in Devon. And this happened on Tuesday evening, where a party of 20 enjoyed a large meal before dashing. Again, this is the remnants of it. Unfortunately, there isn't. I don't think there are any pictures, and that's the bar bill. But yeah, it left the staff there at the Tamarind Bay £270 out of pocket. And yeah, they arrived in 5 vehicles, and yeah, here they are. These are the owners, the operators, looking a bit upset. And again, it kind of goes in parallel with the whole shoplifting thing, doesn't it? It's an extension of that. People just seem to think they can get away with everything. Yeah, one family of 3 who was with the group and included a baby paid their bill of £52, but the others left without paying. Manager Safil Rahman said he'd seen many dine and dash incidents in his 17 years running the restaurant, but this takes the biscuit. He says, we've never experienced a mass exodus. It was shocking. And yeah, you might have to start asking for the money up front. Well, that'd stop them, or a sizable deposit. Okay, should we lower the tone? Who wants to lower the tone? I know it's Friday. We can. Let's just lower the tone. Something for the weekend, sir. Would you like to say for the weekend? Okay, I don't know. I wouldn't know. I've been a long time since I've been to the barbers and never been asked. I think I have been asked it a couple of times when I was a younger man. When I was a younger, more virile man. But yeah, for those of you who aren't in the know and not used to euphemisms that we have here, something for the weekend, often referred to. Well, what can you say? Something to for the old okey pokey, condoms basically. But anyway, we've got something new. I've heard it all now. I really have heard it all. There's a new product on the market, and it's called the pre-erection condom. Yeah, you put it on, and you just wait. You wait for the moment, I guess. Again, you've got to be pretty optimistic, haven't you? You've got to be like, the evening is going to end with, the horizontal pogo. So you've got to be pretty confident of putting this thing on. And what if you forget and you're going to have a Point Percy at the porcelain? I can't imagine the mess you'll get into. But yeah, apparently. They've done a lovely little graphic for us here. Look, you put it on, the little fella, and then you can go. It can be 2 hours in advance. Again, you got to be pretty confident that you're gonna get your own way, and then it expands as the little chap becomes excited and becomes the slightly bigger chap, or in my case, huge chap. But yeah, one place is Camera Condoms, and this is based in Colombia that offers the product. And the idea is it just makes the whole intimacy more fun and spontaneous. And it's made of material that's 10 times thinner than latex, and which is resistant against pressure. And again, it sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. But yeah, so apparently you get a jumbo pack of 72 for 86 quid. So, but yeah. Apparently, a study of a trial was published in the International Journal of Clinical and Health Psychology, which tracked 82 men aged 18 to 30. Half used the pre-erection condom, while the other went contraceptive free. And yeah, I'll do it. I'm going to sneeze. And yeah, so I've lost interest. I've just lost interest. So it just sounds like a bit of a bad idea. Doesn't it sound a bad idea? What else have we got? Well, this is something. There is a video clip. I'm just going to see if it's got an advert. But we're going to Thailand, and the clip's a lot longer than. So yeah, basically we're going to Thailand. And the video is completely. The player's gone completely. What? Daily Mail website. What is wrong with you? I'll try that again. come on, video player. The problem with the Daily Mail website is it's got so many pop-ups and it's trying to do so many things at once that it just does everything wrong. Are you going to play the video? Yes, we are. So anyway, this is a woman. She lives in this complex, and she notices that the security guard is asleep on duty, right? And she complains. She says, this isn't on. You are asleep on duty. So she's not very happy with it, and he's not happy. So she's caught him napping, and let's just say it escalates. I'm going to fast forward it a bit. So they go out and blammo, sucker punch. Yeah, so that's what goes on. So yeah, see, it gets a bit heavy. And yes, she gets a sucker punch when she's not looking. Oh, that's not good, is it? That's demonetisation. Yeah, he was the security guard was sleeping on duty, and Aisha Jane Cox. This attack goes back to 2021. I do love the Daily Mail with its up-to-date news. Was left with a shiner. That's an impressive injury there. She had a fractured cheekbone, bruised jaw, black eye, and yeah, this was her apartment complex. Yeah, she says her face has been permanently damaged and her life will never be the same again. But yeah, and this is the apartment, the modern home tower apartment block where she lived. There you go. So that's an incident, isn't it? But yeah, they didn't terminate the attacker's employment. They moved him for safety reasons, and then later they discovered he'd left the job. So yeah, well, that's not good. That's not good at all. But we can do better than that, can't we? Can we do better than that? Yeah, let's do. Well, can we do? I don't know. Is there a theme? I think there's a theme, but this is in Church Fenton. This happened. This happened last year, and again, the Daily Mail website's video player acts like a geriatric old fart and won't work. Here we go. Here we go. Whoops. Ping. Oh my goodness. That's a shock. Sorry, just shocking news there. But anyway, yeah, what you're seeing here is an argument between a businessman and a councillor. I'll let you figure out which one's the businessman and the councillor. But it's over. They're arguing over the cutting down of some trees, I think it is. And if fans of Hitchhiker's Guide, you could say it's a real Arthur Dent moment. But who's the businessman? Who's the councillor? I think he's exhausted now. He's worn himself out. I don't know if there's part two. Is there any more? Yeah, there's a bit more. There's a bit. I'm sure they're mates, really. Oof. Oof. I am so demonetised. I'm so demonetised today. So yeah, as you can see, they're not getting along. They're not getting along. So, who's the councillor? Who's the businessman? Well, the parish councillor was the fellow on the floor. It's Andrew. That's the guy with the white hair was Andrew Mason. He was the council chair of Church Fenton, the village of Church Fenton in North Yorkshire, and the businessman was Chris Makin. Mason's 63, Makin is 65. Apparently, Makin, the businessman, is an owner of an airport, right? And this footage was shown at Harrogate Magistrates Court. In the video, Mason is seen lying on the floor and can be heard shouting, "Get off me!" Rene, you should be watching this. You shouldn't message me now. Rene's messaging me via Facebook, interrupting me. In the video, Mason's seen lying on the floor and can be heard shouting, "Get off me!" as Makin, who owns Leeds East Airport, tears at his clothes and hair, trying to remove him from the front of the cherry picker. Mason screams that the police are on their way, "You lunatic," and calling Makin an ignorant bully. It arose as local residents gathered to try and stop the contractors working for Makin crowning trees as they were concerned about birds nesting in the area. Mr. Smith told the court at one point Makin appears to instruct the workmen to move the cherry picker forward as Mr. Mason is laying in front of it, and the defendant could be heard on the video saying, "Forward a bit." And prosecutors heard how that before the footage began, Makin had poked Mr. Mason in the face, knocking off his glass and then thrown him to the floor in a headlock. So that's how he ended up in front of the cherry picker. And again, this is Parish Council Chair Andrew Mason, who was on the floor, and that's the businessman involved. Here he is going into court, Chris Makin. So there you go. So yeah, everyone said they were concerned with the birds in the area and they didn't have permission to remove the nests. Again, you're not allowed to cut trees down if certain species are nesting. There are rules. But anyway, right. He was found guilty of assault by beating at an earlier trial, and the prosecutor said the defendant hadn't shown any remorse. So, chair of the bench, Phil Morris, said it was an assault of persistent and prolonged nature, and he was fined £4,800. And Makin said that was 250% of his weekly income. Makin also was ordered to pay £1,920 surcharge, £775 costs, and £684 compensation to Mr. Mason. Richard Wright, who was defending, said his client had learned a sanitary lesson and said that he makes a massive contribution to the GDP of the UK. I don't mean you can throw people around, does it? Speaking outside the court, Mr. Mason, the man who was on the floor with the white hair, said, "We live in a lovely, quiet little rural village in North Yorkshire, and I was going down to the community shop to help my wife. I've been a parish councillor for 15 years, and I believe in society, and I believe in civil order, and that broke down on Sunday morning. And it broke down, I believe, because there's a bully who was there and wanted to do what he wanted to do, regardless of anybody else getting in his way, and I think it's wrong." It was terrifying to be slumped underneath the cherry picker with a man who I believe was out of control, instructing the cherry picker to drive over the top of me. It's chilling. There's no two ways about it. During the trial, one of the witnesses said he believed that he witnessed what happened to be an attempted murder because that cherry picker moved forward 2 feet. I would have died. I think his behaviour was scurrilous. I think he's a bully, and I think justice has been served. His good name no longer exists. Blimey, why can't everyone just get along? Everyone's getting a bit handy, aren't they? Everyone's got a bit handy today. Meanwhile, have you heard of vampire facials? I had, because I'm already beautiful. I don't need any beauty treatments, but apparently there's this thing called vampire facials that's favoured by someone called Kim Kardashian. I don't know. But yeah, and it involves, what does it involve? It involves putting needles in your skin. It involves extracting blood from elsewhere in the body and injected it into the face in the hope that it stimulates new, rejuvenated skin cells. And this is Kim Kardashian after a vampire facial. Okay. Okay. Anyway, down in Mexico way, well, it's New Mexico, not actual Mexico, in Albuquerque. Oh, I know, that's from that program with the guy where he breaks something, isn't it? He breaks something, I can't remember. Breaks his dad or something, I can't remember. But yeah, the VIP beauty salon and spa in Albuquerque offered vampire facials, but it was closed in 2018 after an investigation revealed that they had unwrapped needles scattered in the salon and also unlabelled syringes. But yeah, it ended up with the owner of the VIP spa, Maria Ramos de Reyes, pleading guilty. This is back in June 2022, to 5 felony counts of practicing medicine without a licence, and she's currently serving a 3.5-year sentence. But there's more to it than that. Here is the VIP spa. You might want to avoid that one. It's not very glamorous, is it? But yeah, what happened was back in 2018, 2 cases of HIV were linked to the spa. And in 2023, a further 3 cases among its prior clients has been identified. So people have got HIV thanks to this vampire facial thing. And again, it's really great that the Daily Mail has given us news stories from how many years ago? 2 years ago. That's when she was, again, what's going on? What's going on? I don't know. I'm trying to bring you the latest news, but it's not happening. It's not happening. Meanwhile, let's go to Utah. We've got a Karen. You know what a Karen is? A Karen is a woman who complains about things. And here is said Karen. There's an altercation. I'm not going to show it because it's part of a TikTok video, but there is a oh, goddamn finger. So went a bit crazy then because my trackpad. Anyway, this Karen, right, objected to a teenager in a miniskirt. Right, they were at a steakhouse in Utah, and she wasn't too happy of this young girl. She said she was exposing too much. She was too exposed, and she said she was going to report it to Child Protection Services over her skirt length, right? And apparently the video's been doing the rounds of them arguing. But what happened next is she actually pulled down the teenager's miniskirt. Right, this is at the Sakura Japanese Steakhouse on Saturday night. Right. Ida Ann Lorenzo, who's 48, told the alleged victim that she has to watch her arse cheeks hanging out again and see her pubic hair. Blimey. Come on, pictures or it didn't happen. She would call Child Protection Services. Right? But anyway, what happened is she I guess she tugged at the girl's skirt, and it's resulted with her being charged with sexual battery. And Lorenzo later told the police that she intended to file an indecent exposure report on the girl involved. But yeah, Lorenzo works for Utah Attorney General Sean Reyes, was booked into Purgatory Correctional Facility in Hurricane on a single Class A charge of sexual battery. This is according to court documents filed on Wednesday, but she's since been released. Blimey. Lorenzo told police that the teenager's skirt was hiked above her vagina and butt, exposing her pubic hair. Okay. And she also reportedly explained that she pulled the skirt down as young children were present and the restaurant staff did not act. Well, she should have just phoned. If there was, again, she's not the police. She should have phoned the police. She should have made a complaint there and then to the authorities if that was what was really going on. But on Monday, the alleged victim contacted the police claiming that she was sexually assaulted, and they arrested Lorenzo. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see how that one plays out. And yeah, if you're wearing a particularly short skirt, you might not want to go to the Sakura Japanese Steakhouse and Sushi in St. George in Utah. Might want to swerve that one. Blimey. Blimey. What else have we got? I can't do that one. Oh my goodness. Here we go again. This is another video. We're going to Las Vegas. This is Retcon Smith. And so I'm just waiting for it to get queued up because it's a breaking news story, and here we go. It's being shown on a TV station rather than here we go. But yeah, Retcon Smith, he's the teacher in a brown coat, is fighting and knocks down a student. Yeah, it's a pretty it's a real humdinger of a fight, isn't it? They keep showing it on the loop. That's, yeah, a fight between a teacher and a student in Las Vegas. And he was a substitute teacher. This is at Valley High School in East Las Vegas. It happened on Thursday. And the teacher said that the student allegedly called him the N-word, and so he reacted. Smith, who's a substitute teacher with the Clark County School District and has been so since November 2023, was on assignment at the school at the time. And videos of the incident being used as evidence by local police who arrested both the student and the teacher. And local police confirmed that Smith will be removed from the district's substitute teaching pool and no longer be eligible to teach in the district. Now, I don't know about you. Here is the Valley High School in East Las Vegas from a great height. They've got a lovely football pitch there, American football pitch. I don't know about you, but substitute teachers when we were young were a bit wimpy, weren't they? We always used to pick on them. Yeah, we had one guy and he had sideburns, and we used to call him Sideboard Sam, and then we had a little song, and I used to sing it. He was an odd one. So yeah, don't beat the students up. You know, I was going to say something about fisting a student, but it doesn't sound right. It just doesn't sound right. What else have we got? Trying to find something good. Here we go. We go from one school to another. I'm trying to segue these stories. This is an illegal school, right? This is Universal Kids, and that's kids with a Z. Now, it's all run into each other, that word, Universal Kids, all one word. You wouldn't send your children to that school. It's an illegal school because they can't spell. Because we all know that, one, you don't run the words into each other, and two, you don't put Z on the end of kids. Anyone that puts a Z on the end of anything should be avoided. That is a life lesson for everyone out there. You see a Z, you know, swerve it. Anyway, an illegal school. This is so fucking bonkers. I'm sorry, I had to swear then. Lydon Radcliffe, who's 60, is the founder of Universal Kids up in Stockport in Greater Manchester. Now, I thought it was going to be in America. I thought this was... Reading what's going on here, I thought it was American. But yeah, there were children there aged 8 to 14, and they say it was a dilapidated Victorian mansion, which was a former nightclub, who was a former shaman. A shaman called Phil was one of the teachers. Okay. And Tom Ball, who's an undercover reporter for the Times, worked as a teacher at the school for nearly a month and said the colleagues there believe that viruses are fake, plain chemtrails cause dementia, and that dinosaurs did not exist. It gets better. It gets better than that. One teacher, Justine, taught the teacher that they would be eating cockroaches in the future if Klaus Schwab, head of the WEF, and Bill Gates have their way, and that I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here was broadcast to get us all into the idea that it's time that we all started eating cockroaches. Okay. And yeah, this is obviously a picture taken at the school with the founder. But apparently they also use crystals to heal. And this is Larden Ratcliffe, who's the founder of Universal Kids. Again, avoid that one. And conspiracy theory leaflets were dotted around the hallways in the mansion, which claimed that COVID vaccines and climate science and 5G mobile internet were methods the government used to control the public. Oh boy, they walk among us, you know. They walk among us. But yeah, it cost £30 a day, the school, to send your kids there. I don't know, is that cheap? I don't know. But yeah, apparently there's illegal schools are on the rise, and Ofsted. Wow, I never thought I'd see Ofsted involved in all of this. Have created a task force to tackle them, that was set up in 2016. Originally, inspectors thought that only 24 illegal schools existed at the time, but now it's believed that hundreds exist. Most illegal schools that have been prosecuted by Ofsted have been run by, well, extremist groups, Jewish, Christian, faith, we'll call them extremist faith groups. But they reckon after the COVID, the COVID times, the pandemic, more non-religious illegal schools have been formed by those who believe in, well, all manner of conspiracy theories. Buy my albums, buy my albums, buy my albums. DarrenLocke.bandcamp.com. Buy my albums. That was subliminal messaging. I don't know if that did that work. Did that work? No. Send me money. Send me money. That was another one. Just seeing if you're picking it up there. Seeing if you're picking up the subliminal messages. God damn it. But yeah, there were 13 pupils at the school when the reporter was there, but he found out that it had been up to 28. That's quite a lot of cash, isn't it? Was that 28? 28 times 30 times, what would that be? Times 5, isn't it? That's over £4,000 a week. And God, how many? I don't know how many. Would it be on all the time? Would they have the school holidays like regular schools? Because 6 weeks. That is a significant. I think I'm going to set up an illegal school. Ofsted Chief Inspector Sir Martin Oliver said that the investigation was highly alarming but sadly not surprising. He said, over the last 8 years we've found hundreds of unregistered schools operating in unsafe premises led by unsuitable people teaching children very little. We are urgently investigating this shocking case, but the weaknesses in the current legal system continue to hamper our efforts to deal with unregistered schools. Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I'm still looking. There must be an animal story here somewhere. I did see one earlier, but I don't know if I saved it. Oh, Lawrence Fox. He's got to pay the people he libelled a combined sum of £180,000. Don't libel people. Don't libel people. That's the lesson. Yeah. Oh, isn't it a shame? Isn't it a shame? Yeah, it's a shame. Maybe I put it in the. Did I? Ah, I did. I did save it. Anyway, we've got our animal story. I think. Yeah, we've got our animal story, which is good. This is the story of a British short-haired cat called Domino, who's Instagram famous apparently. The owner, Jocelyn Antonio from the Netherlands, said that she's had Domino since she was born and set up an Instagram. And when you see this cat, you'll understand why, because we have a remarkable pussy here. Everybody likes a remarkable pussy. She said Domino is a diva but playful, hyper and curious. She likes to eat, and yes, she sometimes tries to steal food from pots and pans. But when you see this cat, you're going to go, wow. And the thing is some people say that it's a fake. But I don't know. Are you ready? Prepare to be amazed. Wow. What amazing markings, eh? There are other pictures. Look at that. And she's got the polychromia, I think it's called. And half ginger, half blue-grey. And perfectly down the middle. Almost symmetrical there. What an amazing animal. Oh. You can't fake that, can you? Can you fake that? Is that AI? I don't know anymore. But I think it looks amazing. What an amazing animal. And the pictures are good because the owner is also a photographer. So there you go. What an amazing pet. But yeah, some people have said it's fake. 2-year-old Domino instantly caught the eye of Jocelyn when she was advertised at a cattery in Belgium. The 57-year-old knew she wanted a unique cat and brought her back home to the Netherlands. And she posts pictures and videos of her special companion with viewers left in awe. Oh, it's a shame they didn't include a video. But yeah, what an amazing animal. And I think we'll end it there. It's been a bit fisty today, isn't it? It's been a bit, I don't know. Everyone was kung fu fighting. Only 4 people in, and it was really good. It was a good one today. Renee's in. It's a good afternoon. You interrupted me, cheeky monkey. Dr. Oz is in. It's a good day. This is no excuse for violence in school ever. And he asked, why do faith schools exist at all, or otherwise? I don't know. I think they should all be banned, shouldn't they? Faith schools or anything like that should be banned. Yeah, that's it. And that's it. Only 4 people in. Oh, that's a shame. I thought it was such a good one today as well. There's some really fun stories in there, but oh well. I guess all the violence turned everybody off. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's the weekend. Have a good weekend. Have some fun. And I'll see you all again soon. That was the news. Killing the channel one video at a time. You know you've got to drink out. Ta-ta.